Alrighty, I think we are about set to go. Let's scroll back to the top here. I haven't read anything yet. I literally just saw this get posted. So we are going to take a quick gander at this. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, we finally... first off, I guess I should introduce myself. I'm BKvoiceover, coming at you via Dota Bounty. And today we are going to be looking at the Bladeform Legacy Update. This update for Dota 2 contains the long-awaited Juggernaut Arcana, as well as Balance Patch 7.03. So without further ado, we might have a couple more people jumping in here at random times. And yeah, well, more people will be showing up probably soon to talk about it, so we are going to go through it from top to bottom. Arcana, your Nero's mask has been cleaved in two, awakening the ancient souls that once lay dormant inside it. These spirits have become one with your Nero, giving him both the wisdom and fury of his ancestors. This symbiotic relationship has transformed the Juggernaut into something new and terrifying, a celestial force of nature. So let's look at what he has. Okay, it's got a dragon. It looks like a dragon. I like the particle effects, that looks pretty cool. The blue coloration, I feel like it's done a lot on Arcanas though. That's my main gripe with it. Okay, some nice running particle effects. Ooh, that's kind of cool. It's like the that one Shadow Fiend Immortal that sort of just drags the claws, but it drags his sword through the ground. That's pretty cool. Ooh, that Omni Slash looks pretty cool. Yeah, overall it's not bad. It has a effect when it cleaves. It looks like the dragon comes out and attacks him. That's interesting. Alright. Doesn't look like there's any healing ward. Anything cool with the healing ward, so we're just gonna keep going. Arcana includes all new animations for loadout, alternate run, teleport, and victory. Custom kill effect that triggers after a lethal crit or omni slash, or on triple kills and higher. All new effects for crits. Blade Fury works with existing Blade Fury effects, and omni slash. Dragon Spirit Ancestor to aid the Juggernaut in times of needs. In times of need, altered voice, custom hero portrait, custom Dragon Spirit emoticon. Okay. New Captain's Mode UI. That's been long awaited. New Captain's Mode UI. We've designed a new Captain's Mode interface that matches the rest of the 7.0 updates. That's been long awaited. Teammates can now suggest picks and bans, swap the captain role. Oh, thank God, you can swap captain roles. That's actually really interesting. I mean, it's not too imperative. I like it. I actually like this a lot. This is finally up, so glad to see it. Oh, and the Jakiro model update. Not keen to let Juggernaut's new spirit friends steal the dragon-shaped spotlight. Jakiro has hatched a redesigned model for once. Both brothers agree they've never looked better. I like this. I like this a lot. General changes. Okay, Monkey King has been added to Captain's Mode. XP required to go from level 1 to level 6 increased by 15%, so increased by 300 XP total. Okay, I guess that's to slow down the early game just a little bit. XP required to go from level 9 to 13 redistributed. Okay, so the amount is the same, but to go from each level is more even. Okay, I mean, I'm down for that. Tier 1 team bounty reduced from 160 to 120. Okay, passive gold income reduced by 10%. Let's do the math. So you get, I think it's 160. No, you get 0.6 gold. 0.6 gold a second, I believe. No, you get like 1.6 gold every second, something like that. I need to look it up exactly. So decreasing that by 10%, you're getting 1.44 gold per minute. I guess this is to a lot of these like general changes are like slowing down the lane by a bit. Reduced melee creep base gold bounties by 2. Increased lane melee creep gold bounty per upgrade cycle by 1. Okay, so they're trying to push back. They're trying to push everything back. It looks. All towers base armor has been reduced by 4. Holy shit, that's a lot. That's a lot. Let's do the math. How much gold did they have before this? I think it's 20. 16 armor. I gotta look that up. Tier 1 tower HP has been increased, but its armor has been reduced, so in the end, the higher the armor, the more that armor factors more into damage calculation than just health. So yeah, it got a big nerf. 16 armor, damage reduction, Dota 2. So 20 armor would give heroes an effective HP of 2200. Factoring that in, you've effectively decreased. Where's my calculator? Ah, fuck it. You're effectively decreasing their HP by about 275. And you're only increasing their HP by 100. So that's a big nerf to every single tower. Especially to the tier 1 towers. Battle Fury cleave damage increased from 35% to 40%. Okay, that's a nice buff to Battle Fury carriers like Anti-Mage and Phantom Assassin and Ember Spirit. Blightstone is no longer available in the site shop. Yeah, I can understand that. It makes it's like such a nice damage amplification, and having it available to a carrier that doesn't need to go back to base to get it and speeds up their farm is it's just a small nerf to early game Blightstone carriers that try to go Deso early. Bloodthorn cooldown increased from 13 to 14 seconds. No big deal there. Drum of Endurance recipe cost reduced from 700 to 575. I don't think that's enough to warrant Drum of Endurance's use in games. Yeah, drums are still garbage compared to other items, so I don't think drum's going to get picked up. Daedalus critical strike damage increased from 230% to 235%. Literally nothing. It's literally going to do nothing. Dragonlance agility bonus reduced from 13 to 12. Just another small nerf to Dragonlance. The stats still a really good item. Echo Saber no longer slows attack speed. Okay. Slowing movement speed, that would be big, but no longer slows attack speed. How long was the does anybody remember what the attack slow duration on Echo Saber was? Double attack supply at 0.6 seconds, 100% movement and attack speed slow. 0.6 seconds. So Echo Saber still keeps the same stat line and everything. It still slows The only thing it does not do is slow the attack speed. I don't know how big of a difference that's going to make, but that is definitely a nerf to Echo Saber. Helm of the Dominator, reduced all stats modifier from +4 to +2. Recipe cost has also been increased to 800. Okay, so definitely a big nerf to Helm of the Dominator. I mean, you still purchase it for the active, it's a pretty shitty stat item. So assuming that creeps, like, don't get me wrong, Helm of the Dominator is still going to be an insane item. It's just the question, it's just not, was going to be an insane item still, but it's not going to be picked up on every single hero anymore. Helm of the Dominator is mainly just going to be picked up by, well, it's really only good for the active now. The stats on it are garbage. I think it's to the point where it's only going to get picked up on heroes that need like the armor or an HP regen, and the attack speed's also nice. But you also get it. You mainly get it for the active, so only heroes that benefit from that are going to be dealing with it. Headdress recipe cost increased from 200 to 300. Oh my gosh, that's also going to increase the cost of Helm of the Dominator by another 100 gold. Oh boy. Helm of the Dominator is quickly becoming more expensive than it's worth. Hooded Defiant, yeah, nerf to Headdress. Hood of Defiance, magic resistance reduced from 30% to 25%. I think that was a much needed nerf, but I didn't really see Pipe of Insight doing too much, so it probably wasn't too bad. But yeah, Hood of Defiance, magic resistance reduced from 30% to 25%. That's a big nerf. Hurricane Pike cooldown increased from 14 to 15 seconds. Now increase its cooldown by 1 second. It's not that big of a deal. Mask of Madness, however, got a nice buff. It increases attack speed from 100 normally with the active to 120. That's actually a pretty decently sized change. I think you might see Luna getting rid of the Helm of the Dominator and just going for a Mask of Madness now. I mean, it's just that good. It's just that good. Moon Shard can now be cast on allied heroes. Oh, that's interesting. Kind of like Alchemist's Aghanim Scepter thingamajig that he does. You can now give you can now cast Moon Shard. I assume you can't give it to them. I assume you can cast it on allied heroes so that you get the permanent 60 attack speed buff. Necronomicon got a small buff, reduced the cooldown of its active, so that's pretty nice. Rod of Atos got a pretty decent buff, increasing its cast range by 150. Interesting. Silver Edge got a nerf to its backstab damage from 200 to 175, so it is now the same as Shadow Blade. Oh boy, and the teleport scroll cooldown increased from 70 to 80 seconds. That could actually be that could actually impact pretty hard, not gonna lie. Ultimate Orb cost increased by 50 gold, it's not gonna be a big deal. Alright, let's move on to hero changes. Aphotic Shield mana cost rescaled from 100, 105, 110, 115 to just a flat cost of 115. So a small nerf to Abaddon's early game. Level 25 talent increased from plus 200 Aphotic Shield health to plus 300. It's a pretty decent buff because this also translates to not just a 100 health bonus, but also a plus 100 damage bonus. So yeah, not bad. Ancient Apparition, level 25 talent increased from plus 80 chilling touch damage to plus 100 chilling touch damage. Damn. So 20 attack damage, but you're not gonna... I honestly haven't gotten to level 25 as an Ancient Apparition since 7.00. So I don't know how good that actually is. But plus 100 magic damage, but you're also decreasing attack speed, but then again, I don't think that's going to matter too much, because if you're getting to level 25, everybody's already going to have monster attack speed. Level 25 talent increased from plus 3 charges of cold feet to plus 4. So you can hit 4 of the 5 enemy heroes with a AOT that could possibly stun. That's actually pretty decent. Of course, by level 25, people are also going to get BKB, so you're probably going to go for the Chilling Touch damage. Overall, Ancient Apparition, he got 2 buffs, but I don't know how good those abilities were before. The fact that I didn't see Ancient Apparition too much in competitive play, especially during the Kiev qualifiers, tells me it's probably not that good. Alright, now on to Arc Warden. Arc Warden Magnetic Field cost rescaled. Oh my gosh, a big early game buff to his Magnetic Field. Increased Tempest double duration by 2 seconds at each level. That's nice small buff. Level 25 talent increased plus 175 spark rate damage to plus 250. That's a nice jump. Yeah, Arc Warden, after being nerfed for ages and ages and ages and ages, Arc Warden is actually decent now. Well, I don't know if he's decent. I need to play a few games before I can know if it's good or not, but he got a buff for like the first time in 3-4 patches. I can't remember when Arc Warden was released, so one of those. Okay, anyways, Arc Warden, pretty decent buffs. Is it going to be enough to put him back into the spotlight? I don't know. The Tempest double duration increase is nice. It's a nice little bonus. The fact that Arc Warden gets double Hand of Midas probably means that he is going to get up to level 25 pretty quickly. Quicker than other heroes in some respects. Alright, so Arc Warden I think will be, for the most part, decent. Alright, now moving on to Bane. Bane base damage increased by 4. Okay, so a small buff to his attack damage in the early game, which does not really matter in the long run. Level 25 talent increased from plus 75 movement speed to plus 100 movement speed. Damn. That's a free boots of travel right there, on top of whatever boots you have. It's pretty decent. Pretty decent. I'll have to... What's, I need to check what, Bane, level 25 talent. So it's plus 200 brain sap damage / heal, and then it's going to be plus 100 movement speed. I think you're going to go for the plus 100 movement speed in any case. That's a really big buff to Bane. Of course, that's assuming he gets to level 25, which in most games does not happen. Some nice buffs to Bane, though. Bane's late game, and a slight buff to his early game. Not too many changes. Bat Rider, level 25 talent increased from plus 200 Flame Break AoE to plus 300. What's the AoE on that currently? Bat Rider, Dota 2. Let's go down to Flame Break. Its effective radius is 375, 575 currently. So that's a 675 AoE. 675 AoE plus a max knockback distance of 700, assuming you get to level 25. I think that's pretty strong. It's a small buff to his late game. It's not going to change him too much, if you want my honest opinion. Beastmaster, level 20 talent increased from plus 350 health to plus 400 health. What's his level 25 talent? Beastmaster. It's level 25 talent. Sorry, his level 20 talent is a 12% cooldown reduction or plus 350 health. I think in most cases you'd go for the health in this case. Let's see, with the 12% cooldown reduction, you will get... Oh, that's how they do the Primal Roar of 70, 66, 70.4, 66, or 61.6 seconds. 45, 39.6 with an X upgrade. You have a Call of the Wild cooldown reduction all the way down to 26.4. You have a Wild Axe's cooldown all the way down to 11.44 seconds. I think you'd go for the health in this case, quite honestly. Anyways. Bloodseeker level 10 talent. Increase from plus 200 health to plus 225 health. Bloodseeker. What's his other level 10 talent? I don't play Bloodseeker, as you can probably tell. Or plus 25 damage. Guess the plus 225 helps him a little bit in his survivability, but honestly, not by much. I mean, it's maybe enough with enough armor to survive one more auto attack than usual, but it's a small buff. It's not that amazing. Brewmaster, level 15 talent, increased from plus 10% magic resistance to plus 12% magic resistance. Okay. It's not too big of a change. Because the magic resistance percentage increases it increases at a decreasing rate. So let's say I have my base 25% magic resistance, and I get plus 12% magic resistance. Doesn't mean I'm going to get 37%. It means I'm more likely going to get like 34%. And it goes down, the more it goes up, kind of like how evasion stacks in Dota. It's not that big of a change. Brewmaster's still a good hero. I don't think that magic resistance is going to make the change in magic resistance is going to break him. Bristleback, level 10 talent increased from plus 7 to plus 8 strength. Hey, more strength is always good. Level 20 talent increased from plus 45 to plus 50 attack speed. So basically a free Hyperstone, I think? Yeah, free Hyperstone. And a level 20 talent increase from minus 35 respawn time to minus 4 second respawn time. Honestly, if you were going for the respawn time, you're admitting defeat. And if you're dying often enough to the point where you need to get respawn time decrease, you're probably already losing. You'll benefit way more from the attack speed bonus. Overall, some small changes to Bristleback, all ultimately buffing him. Broodmother, level 15 talent increased from plus 250 health to plus 325 health. That's a big jump. Level 20 talent increased from plus 50 attack speed to plus 70 attack speed. That's better than Bristleback. Wow, wow. Plus 70 attack speed. That's a lot. Level 20 talent increased from plus 8 spider attack damage to plus 12. Spiders are already annoying enough in the early game, and if you get to level 20, oh boy. Oh boy, that is a big one. Centaur Warrunner base armor reduced by 1. What's his armor at currently? I know I spelled it wrong, don't blast me. And his base armor is at 1 already. So he will have quite literally 0 starting armor. Holy crap, Centaur is going to be squishy. I mean, squishier than he already is in lane. Scepter Stampede damage reduction reduced from 60 to 50%. People don't buy Scepter on Centaur, so it doesn't really matter. Ultimately, bigger nerfs to Centaur. Crystal Maiden, level 25 talent increased from plus 250 crystal nova damage to plus 300. Okay, it's a small increase. Not gonna make or break CM though. Darkseer, vacuum cooldown increased from 28 seconds to 32 seconds. Yeah, vacuum does a lot of. It does a lot in the late game, especially to set up an ability. But 32 seconds, dang, that is a long time. Death Prophet, level 10 talent increased from plus 4% to plus 5% spell amplification. That's actually really good. Level 10 talent increased from 8% to 10% magic resistance. Level 20, 20 talent increased from plus 25 to plus 50 movement speed. Holy jeez. Death Prophet got buffed. Like, really buffed. Like, holy crap. Like, wow. Did not expect that. Yeah, Death Prophet's a lot better. The movement speed buff is the biggest thing. The Exorcism Spirits is not as important. Alright, Death Prophet's really good. Moving on to Dragon Knight. Level 10 talent increased from plus 7 strength to plus 9 strength. That's actually pretty okay increase. Level 10 talent increased from plus 20 attack speed to plus 25 attack speed. So small increase there. I think in most cases you would go for the strength because you usually go for attack speed items on Dragon Knight. And 25 talent increased from plus 60 movement speed to plus 75, so a nice buff to Dragon Knight's late game to help him chase a little better. Okay, some nice buffs to Dragon Knight. Earth Spirit, base movement speed reduced from 295 to 290, so small nerf to Earth Spirit. He has been seeing a lot of play in competitive as of late, so a small nerf to his base movement speed might hurt his killing ability in the early game. Earthshaker, aftershock damage increased by 25 at all levels. Level 10 talent increased from plus 8 to plus 10. Okay, pretty small changes. Nothing too major there. No, it's a small bonus. I guess the plus 10 strength is also pretty nice. It helps out Earthshaker a decent amount. Elder Titan, pretty boring. Just had agility gain increased from 1.5 to 1.8. I guess that'll help him scale his armor a little bit better. He is pretty squishy early on. So, Elder Titan's going to be pretty much the same. Ember Spirit. Okay, we might be seeing some interesting things here. Level 10 talent reduced from plus 12% spell amplification to plus 10%. And his level 10 talent is increased from plus 20 to plus 25 damage. I guess people are I guess Valve is or I guess Ice Frog in this case, is sick and tired of Ember Spirit rushing a Veil of Discord into Octarine Core on Ember Spirit now. So, yeah. Level 20 talent increased from plus 8 armor to plus 10 armor. And the level 20 talent changed from plus 15% cooldown reduction to plus 500 Flame Guard absorption. And then the level 25 talent has changed from plus 500 Flame Guard absorption to plus 20% cooldown reduction. Okay, I guess Ice Frog is kind of done with Veil. Yeah, like I said, Ice Frog's kind of sick and tired of Veil of Discord into Octarine Core Ember Spirit. It was kind of a gimmicky build, but now it's like actually really good, which is the scary part. Base movement speed increased from 335 to 340. Like Enchantress wasn't fast enough. Now she's the fastest hero in the game. Level 15 talent changed from plus 12 second nature's attendant duration to plus 7 nature's attendant wisps. Okay, so that I assume they're going to be... oh, I see. Yeah, they are changing at level 25. Level 20 talent increased from 15% magic resistance to plus 15% magic resistance. Okay, nice buff. Talent changed from plus 12 to... enchant affects ancient creeps. Oh. Oh. Okay. Holy crap. Enchantress has finally become Chen. But better. She is now just better than Chen. That's hilarious. Enchantress is really good. Well, not really good. The increased magic resistance helps her survive since she has the lowest strength gain in the game, making her HP pool pretty abysmal. So getting the increased magic resistance is going to help with her survivability. All in all, a pretty big buff to Enchantress. Faceless Void, level 10 talent increased from plus 7 strength to plus 8. So yeah, no change to Faceless Void. Gyro has a small health increase on his level 10 talent and slightly increased magic resistance on his level 15 talent. What is his Gyrocopter Dota 2? What's his other level? I don't play Gyro, so we'll have to see. It's plus 30 damage. Yeah, I would pretty much always go for the plus 30 damage over that anyways. Even the 15%. Yeah. Gyro got some small buffs. Huskar. Level 25 talent increased from plus 400 life break cast range to plus 500. Ooh. What's the cast range on it currently? Huskar 2. I know it's like pretty far, but need to double check. Life break cast range is 550. 950, so 1050 at level 25 is a little greater than... it's a little greater than... Rod of Atos. It's a little better than Rod of Atos' cast range currently. I know it's gonna get increased, but yeah. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Invoker, Alacrity mana cost increased from 45 to 60. A small nerf to Invoker, he kinda needed it. IO relocate cooldown has been rescaled, so it's basically longer at levels 6 and 12, and the same at level 18, so a small nerf to EO's ganking ability. Aside from Jakiro also getting a new model, he has also gotten a couple of changes as well. Level 10 talent increased from plus 20% experience gain to plus 25% experience gain. That's actually really good, not gonna lie. Yeah, it's gonna help Jakiro level up a lot easier and get 20 talents to 25 quicker. Level 15 talent increased from plus 25 dual breath burn damage to plus 35. Not too bad. Healing Ward bounty increased from 25 gold to 75 gold and 75 XP. Oh, they really are starting to want you to kill that Healing Ward, and it's actually worth quite a bit. 75 gold and XP is actually a lot. So small nerf to Juggernaut. Mana leak duration has been reduced. Thank God. Thank God. And the mana cost has been increased to 160. Thank you. Our prayers have been answered. Now Coddle isn't totally insane. Okay. Kunkka, level 15 talent increased from plus 15 movement speed to plus 20. Legion Commander, yeah, not that big of a deal for Kunkka. Legion Commander, level 25, talent change from plus 25% cooldown reduction to minus 8 second press the attack cooldown. What's the current cooldown on press the attack? The current cooldown is... Oh, they already put it in. Dang! Dota 2 Gamepedia is already on it, changing all the stuff. Press the attack. At max level, if she picks it up, will be on a 5-second cooldown. That's pretty... A 5-second cooldown for a increased mana, movement, mana, attack speed, and... No, not increased mana. Debuffs whoever you target, increase attack speed, increase HP regen. That's what I meant. That's actually pretty impressive. I mean, you can choose to go for a plus 25% cooldown reduction overall, or you can just go for press the attack. It's up to you. Oh wait, no you can't. Plus 25% cooldown reduction is removed entirely. Never mind, I'm dumb. So you'd be choosing between plus 40 dual damage bonus or the minus 8 second press the attack cooldown. Yeah. It's pretty strong. I think the plus 25% cooldown reduction is pretty good as well. Level 25 talent increased from plus 2 second lightning storm slow duration to plus 3 seconds. Okay, I understand that one. Nobody was picking up the plus 2 second lightning storm slow duration, but because everybody wanted to get the plus 50 diabolic edict explosions because more bonus damage. Alright, so a small buff to that. Will it be better than plus 50 diabolic edict explosions? Probably not. But, it's worth a shot. Lifestealer base, sorry, I skipped Lich. I'm dumb. Level 10 talent increase to plus 25 movement speed versus plus 175 health. Lich already picks up Tranquil Boots to supplement his movement speed. I think you'd rather go for the health in this case, but the movement speed is not horrible. It's a nice bonus. Level 15 talent increase from minus 3 second Frost Blast cooldown to minus 4 seconds. Let's... That will be a 4-second cooldown. Once this is changed, 4-second cooldown. That's pretty insane. It's pretty insane. Yeah, overall some pretty solid buffs for Lich. I think the Frost Blast cooldown is just going to supplement it. You would also be picking it up versus plus 172, 125 cast range, which would make your Frost Blast slightly easier to hit. Yeah, I think the minus 4 second is pretty good. Lifestealer had his base damage reduced by 3. I assume this is to slow down, to make him slightly worse in the jungle and in lane in the early game. I mean, it'll slow him down by like a level, I think. Yeah, about there. Lena, level 10 talent increased from minus 25 second respawn time to minus 30 seconds. Talent increased from plus 60 to plus 80 light strike area damage. I think you always go for the respawn time reduction here for Lena. I don't think the 80, the now 80 light strike area damage is going to be worth it. Level 15 talent increased from plus 40 to plus 50 damage. Guess that helps if you're trying to go for like a right-click Lena. Level 25 challenge changed from +1 Fiery Soul max stacks to +40 divided by 4%. Fiery Soul per stack. I'm confused as to what this means. Maybe somebody else can explain it better than me. I don't know. I'll need to get. So okay, let's look at this. So +40 divided by 4%. 4% of 40 is. I'm confused as to what they mean by that. $40 times 0.04, so 1.6. You get 1.6 Fiery Soul per stack. Lena, Dota 2. Fiery Soul. Move speed bonus per stack. Attack speed bonus per stack, so times 1.6. Means that she would get. So rather than having rather than having 4 max stacks, her new level 25 talent is going to give her 3 stacks, but each one is going to give 1.6 rather than 1. So it's going to be 4.8. So in the end, she's going to get a lot more. So 4.8 times 8 means she's going to get a movement speed bonus of 38.4%. And 4.8 times 85 means she's going to get 408 attack speed. Maximum. That's insane. That's insane. Of course, getting to level 25 is tough. And I don't know if you would actually go for the level 25 talent. No, you actually definitely would go for the level 25 talent. Lion, level 10 talent increased from -25 second respawn time to -30 second respawn time. Level 10 talent increased from +45 to +60 damage. I think you always go for the respawn time in this case. Lion can't do too much with +60 right click damage. Lone Druid, please tell me he got nerfed. Lone Druid has had his base damage reduced by 4. Okay. Rabid cooldown increased by 15 seconds. And his level 15 talent reduced to 50 damage. Wow. That's a couple of big nerfs. The base damage hurts his early game jungling. Rabid cooldown increase. That's where a lot of his attack speed was coming from. So that's a really big nerf. Yeah. Lycan, level 10, talent increased from +150 to +175 health. Not too much of a change. I think he's okay still. Medusa, level 25 talent increased from +1 second stone gaze stun to +2 seconds. Still not going to get picked up for that. Monkey King has also been added to Captain's mode. The Jingu Mastery buff now has a max duration of 35 seconds. Thank God that needed to happen. That desperately needed to happen. So sick and tired of him always having that on him whenever I would try to go up. Because I would have to wait for him to waste them on creeps before I could actually go in and start fighting again. Tree Dance Night Vision reduced from 800 to 400. Ooh, that's a big nerf. And Wukong's command duration has been rescaled to just a flat maximum of 13 seconds. Okay. Some small nerfs, and I don't think Monkey King is going to do too good in the current meta. So, yeah. Nature's Prophet, Nature's Call, mana cost rescaled from 160 to 130, 140, 150, 160. Yeah, nice buff to his Nature's Call early game. a big buff, +5 intelligence to his level 15 talent, or +35 movement speed. That's actually pretty damn huge. +20 intelligence. Let's see, he gets... Yeah, so +20 damage, obviously. You get the +20% spell amplification, so your ultimate's going to deal more damage. And how much mana regen? I need to look it again. So it gives 12 mana. Oh, it's plus 0.0625% spell damage. So that means at level 15, if he gets it, that is 0.0625 times 20. That gives him 1.25% spell amplification. That gives him 0.8 mana regeneration, which is pretty good. And he also gets 240 mana. It's pretty decent. Actually, that's a pretty big buff to that level 15 talent. Yeah, Nature's Prophet got a lot out of this patch. A nice buff to his mana, Nature's Call mana cost, and some good talent buffs as well. Assuming he gets a Hand of Midas, Nature's Prophet can get to level 15 pretty quickly. Spike Carapace cooldown has been nerfed on Nyx to, or not nerfed, but rescaled, so nerfed, to have a higher cooldown at levels 1, 2, 3, and the same at level 4. Ogre Magi base movement speed reduced to 285, thank God. And Bloodlust mana cost has been increased, thank goodness, because I was so sick and tired of seeing Ogre Magi maxing out Bloodlust and not being able to do anything. He could just spam it out because it costs literally no mana. The extra mana is going to help nerf him enough. Spirit Lance Illusions for Phantom Lancers. Spirit Lance Illusions now give the same constant 5 bounty as Juxtapose rather than scaling with levels. Oh, I didn't even realize that. That's interesting. I didn't realize. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Well, it's not really good. It's probably more of a bug fix. Not much of a change. It's not even worth mentioning. Phoenix, level 15 talent increased from +90 gold per minute to +120. Okay, so a nice buff to Phoenix. Help her get those items a lot faster. Puck, base damage increased by 3, level 15 talent, +20% magic resistance. Level 15 talent increased from +40 damage to +50. I think you'd probably go for the +50 damage. And our level 25 talent increased from +300 gold per minute to 420. Blaze it! There we go. I had to do that. I'm sorry. Wow, that's... Wow. I mean, if you really want to get your items that fast, what's the other? Oh, it's +175 illusory orb distance, I believe. Oh, no, it's +175%. Or +75% illusory orb distance less speed. Yeah, I think you just go for the +420 gold a minute. That's absolutely insane. I don't see you getting too much out of the increased illusory orb distance and speed, other than using it to escape. And if you're at level 25, that should be the least of your problems. Pudge, meat hook speed reduced from 1600 to 1450. And meat hook no longer pulls invulnerable heroes. No longer pulls invulnerable heroes. Invulnerable. What does it mean by invulnerable? Oh, you mean like those with BKBs? Okay, that would make more sense. But they could have just said spelling me, and I'm confused by what they mean by invulnerable heroes. Pugna, level 10 talent increased from +150 health to +225. That's actually a pretty decent increase. Pugna, level 15 talent changed from +12 strength to -1 second nether blast cooldown. Let's check it out. So change to -1 second. Another blast cooldown, so it would be down to 5 seconds. Not too bad. Pugna level 15, talent increase from -25, second respawn time to -35. I think you'd probably go for the respawn time here, because the -1 second Nether Blast cooldown really isn't that good. I mean, it's already at 5 seconds. Level 10 for Queen of Pain. Level 10 talent increase from +6 to +9 strength. Level 10 talent increase from 20 to 25. I think you'd go for the 9 strength in this case. The level 20 talent increase from +200 health to +300 health. That's a nice increase. Level 25 talent change from -3 seconds Shadow Strike cooldown to remove Shadow Strike cooldown. Whoa! 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 Okay. It's a 15-second duration, and it had a... Okay. So previously, if you got the decrease, would have decreased your Shadow Strike cooldown down to 1 second. So now it's just It's just removing the Shadow Strike cooldown altogether. Still, having no cooldown for something is pretty damn strong. But would you pick it over the 70% spell lifesteal? I honestly don't know. I don't think you would. It's not that good. But we'll see. Razor level 10 talent increase to 20 movement speed and increase to 15 agility. Oh, one quick sec. What's going on?